Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our mini card pool. And at the end, we will share a little surprise that we are actually preparing. So, July card pool is going to be for me through my Galactic and Atlantean Light Code deck. And the card I pulled is the Temple of the Sound. And this code, it looks really like, wings open. And it's true that, when we feel like empowered by our words, our voice, we really feel like almost flying, and we can really touch so many people. But this card, it always reminds me of how mindful we need to be with both what we listen to and what we say, because obviously I think that many of you are familiar with Masaru Emoto and his experiments. Like, he charged water with a sound, and he could, based on the different sounds, the words love and peace, or instead the word like, war, hate, and the like. The crystals then, when he froze the water, were totally different, which means that only the words actually are charging water. And we are so much made of so much water, then it's really our power, the words, and when we use them in a positive way, and also especially when we talk about or to ourselves, of course, at times we simply say, oh, how silly I am. Well, that's bad. Because instead, trying to reframe it, I'm always distracted. But yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm something positive. So I'm creative, for instance, and I'm distracted because I'm creative. So all sorts of things. And the Temple of the Sound, it really, I can feel, the Sirian presence, because, of course, next Tuesday we have our 7/7 Sirius Portal workshop. And the Syrians are very, very much about voice. Of course, the mermaids, the mer people. So the sound and the healing sound. And, that very ancient way of using the sound to influence, So it's also, the Syrians, they're linked with magic, and magic. They have spells, and when you say, "Oh, how do I spell this word?" Because words are spells. So again, July is really about mindfulness. How will I use this gift of the voice, this gift of the sound, maybe to help other or to communicate love, maybe, and also what will I allow myself to put into my own ears and my own system, what music maybe, or the sound of the birds. It's incredible in summer, so many birds, and in some country, those little insects that are tweaking, like, all day. So I feel just like now to share a bit of light language, definitely from the Syrians, and from that Temple of Sound, I can just feel it resonate and vibrate. So, just close your eyes and imagine that you're in a Temple of Sound. Oik intawinis ijusarukuma yush tahayana siri sunat yush ofantarikua sinat irikinti shavanuntuak inat arikia sunat irikwai sumat ivu kantari sunat itianun tarukuntas ishisa winkawi sirikejas umat irikintia urak ai. That was really healing of anything we might be afraid of when communicating, but also, healing of that awareness when it is, safe, and what it is safe to communicate when and to whom. But it's not that, that message was about opening the heart. So not really overthinking, oh my gosh, should I say this to my boss, or instead it's just like listening to the heart. Is that, am I ready to do that? Because it's also okay to say, no, I'm not ready at the moment. I need to maybe heal a little bit more, or grow a little bit more before putting that out. And of course, if you have a business, it can relate, because the fear of visibility, and it can be rooted in it can have so deep roots, because of course in the past, especially women, we were shushed. And even visionary scientists like Galileo, all of these people were shushed, because of course they were ahead of their time. So we kind of inherit that. So this message was also to hear that type of fear. And when we are rooted in our heart, and we feel like, okay, it is safe to open in a certain way, or to communicate in our own way also, then we can really shine through our love and our compassion and what we wish to share with the world. So now I will stop there and leave, Lesley with her card. And I hope to see all of you on Tuesday. I just so look forward to this workshop.
Thank you, Patrice. That's fantastic. Always love to see your cards come out as well. So my cards today, I am using Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. I love her cards. They are really lovely. And this is a particularly lovely pack. I put set the intention for the energies of the month of July and for our portal on 7/7. So we've got all the sevens here. And the card that I've pulled is number 2, yin, but I pulled it upside down. Okay, so interesting. I'm going to read you what it says in the book. So the protection message, sorry. Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist on being the giver. Okay, so this is very similar to what Patrice was just saying, in fact, when she was talking about hiding the language and what you say. It fits together very nicely. You can always lead, always give, always teach. Sorry, you can't. I thought, well, that doesn't make sense. You can't always lead, give, or teach. Yeah, that's not always what you should be doing. You must be the student, the open vessel, the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you. Without demand or expectation, just receive the bounty that is yours. Well, that is very interesting one. And so clearly that is your message to come and join us on Tuesday. That it is your time to receive the abundance instead of passing it out and passing it on to other people. And of course, as ever, we would love to see you there if it resonates with you. And the month of July, I just want to make a little mention of the month of July here as well, because the month of July is, if you have been watching any of the other channeling, the astrology on YouTube at the moment, you will know already that this is going to be a very, very fast-paced month. And I think already the energies feel very swirly. They are going to come up even more as we head towards the middle of the month. But Patrice and I were just discussing actually when we came on the call that it feels like the stuff is coming in, that what we are looking for in New Earth is coming in, but it's really swirling around and like it feels like really um unusual, I think is the word. I don't know what other word to use there, but unusual. So I just, make sure you're keeping yourself grounded at all times. If it feels too, if it feels too fast paced to you, just put your feet on the ground and just breathe in, slow down. Okay, that's my message for you. And of course, a great way to slow down is to come and join us. So please, if you want to do that. So we just would like to put a little feeler out now before we leave you about something new that is coming from us. So do you want to to go with that one, Patrice, and it's just a little tweak at the
A
moment because
little
we'll introduce it a
clue
bit better.
about it because we are soon to actually celebrate our first year of collaboration because last year our first workshop together was the Lions Gate. So before it, you won't have to wait until the Lions Gate, but we will have a little bit of a surprise that is obviously will be free, and that will I believe will be an amazing gift for the people who will join. So looking forward to it, and more informations and details will come soon.
Soon, very soon. Depends how long it takes me to get it all sorted out, but it will be here soon. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. This is Patrice Angel and Lesley Burton, and we will see you again soon.